boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. And I gotta win no matter what, like fourth down, Hail Mary, no punch. Like every time I touch down, I gotta stunt. Randy Moss, yeah, my numbers going up. All these trophies, what do I need any more for? Check the stats up, you can check the scoreboard. Check the stats, Jay Critch, I'm the QB. Ran it up and then I went and got a new freeze. How it fit to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. How it fit to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. If you ain't a winner, then don't come round. On my way to another city, it's a touchdown. Underlay, yeah, I gotta get it in a rush now. Let them hate, try to knock me down, but we got up now. You say that you ballin', keep it real though. Hey, why I never saw you in the field though? Hey, I make it look easy, it's a field goal. I've been grinding for a minute and I'm still going. How it fit to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. How it fit to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon.
The young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle Show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle Show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. Yeah. I just had to let you know. Yeah. Give me that work and I can sell it.
All right, Coach, coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports brings us to Southern California and Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Pittsburgh Steelers and our home team. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go. Who's 30?
They'll run with a former Super Bowl hero. It's James White. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. On second down, they'll run with White. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. James White. His 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And he'll put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. So Rivers will lead the Chargers out 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Rivers now. It's Williams on the catch. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
And the Chargers first down. 180. Watch the screen. White, 89.
Melvin Gordon, the 2-time Pro Bowler. Artie Burns, the cornerback, brings him down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a... crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Rivers to throw it. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Tight dog.
Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down.
They're not ready for this. They still playing soft. Y'all play
180. Kick the edge. Come.
To throw, Rivers. And that will be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Play clock down to 5, and they're going to burn a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Chargers were best in the NFL, 7 of 8 on 4th down last year, and they're going here.
Easy.
Now Rivers on 4th down. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. So their first drive of the game already trailing, having given up points. But a little surprised that they went for it, right?
Maybe the big guy, the head coach, senses this is going to be a shootout type of a game, that they've got to match them point for point, as opposed to, hey, we'll get them later. Maybe he just has that sense, and that's why he decided to go for it there.
Tackle made by Thomas Davis.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple yards out of it, because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
From the 44, Roethlisberger, and he connects with Vance McDonald. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there.
And the Steeler first down.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. This is a guy who made a Pro Bowl in his 2nd season, James Conner. And a short gain down to about the 33.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. To throw here, Roethlisberger. And he finds McDonald. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 19.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
First down, here's White. White's got a first down and more. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. James White with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. They've got to be thrilled on the road right now. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, and quickly trying to make it 14-0.
Yeah, and mentioned it already. On the road, to be able to go into someone else's house and establish a start like that, obviously your confidence rises in a big way, and you're putting some doubt in their minds.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points get that 0 off the board. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Red Delta!
50's to Mike. 50's to Mike.
Here we go. Mike, hey, Foxtrot.
Look. Hey, Mike 50, Mike 50, Mike 50.
From the shotgun, it's Rivers. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Stephon Tuitt. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. So it's 3rd and long for the Chargers and Rivers after the sack. Working out of the gun, Rivers. He's airing it out for Williams. Oh, wide open, complete. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. It's a big one there for the Chargers. 66 yards.
First down. First and 10 at the 21-yard line. That's the end of the first quarter.
Charger football to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a first and 10. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Now Gordon on first down. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, second and 2.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple.
Jim. Rush in. Check nine.
Now Rivers going to give it off to Gordon. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Delta! Kill! X3!
They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And Gordon's going to be stopped short.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
And no field goal try here from the red zone. Offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th.
Hey, Delta!
Rivers to throw for it on 4th. And it's complete. Henry. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal.
Well, the feel that I get on this is that they felt like 3 was just not going to be enough after getting this deep into their territory.
And Charles, correct me if I'm wrong, but it didn't even look like they hesitated there. They knew they wanted to go for it.
That tells me that during the week, they were thinking about these situations, and they feel like maybe they're just the better team, and they want to go ahead and prove it conclusively.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal.
I got you. Check 13.
They'll keep it on the ground. This time it's Gordon. And he will get in across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown. Melvin Gordon with touchdown number 7 on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Michael Badgley on for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well. 2
yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
From the 27, Roethlisberger. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Have to give a lot of credit to the defense on that play. They were prepared. Ordinarily, when they take the big shot downfield to the big guy, that's usually a mismatch that the offense is used to winning. But the preparation showed for the defense, and they were able to bat it away.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down.
180.
First down, Pittsburgh.
Coming this way, here we go.
They'll run on first down. White, and a good burst there, gets him 7 up to midfield.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. From midfield now, here's Roethlisberger. This is White on the screen.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Blue 30. I got you.
They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. 2 yards and able to get the first down in the process.
All right, now, black 20.
First down.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it.
First down, they run again. Here's Montgomery. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime.
That's it. Big hit.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Here's Snell, and he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
That's going to be a long day. Check. Lucky. Check.
On first down, it's Snell again. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. On 2nd and 9, Roethlisberger. And yes, complete to the tight end, McDonald. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. That one goes for 24 yards.
Blue 30. Get that quarterback. Snickers.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal. On 2nd down, it's White. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Joey Bosa in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 now on the season. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. And Boswell's kick is good. Boswell signed to a 4-year deal prior to last season, but he struggled a little bit. Yeah, do you think that they saw 13 of 20 when they signed him to a 4-year deal? Not at all. Needs a big bounce back in 2019 if he wants to see the end of that contract. After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away. This will be taken about the 12. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Steelers out in front. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room. And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a real, I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game. We'll see if that script is a good one for him. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, Rivers. Gets it to Benjamin. It's caught. And some room to roam now. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. A big play there for L.A. 45 yards.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Running on 1st down, Eckler. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two.
At the 24-yard line.
Still 180, 390. 50, check back 50. Watch the slant, watch the slant. Watch the slant, watch the slant.
On 2nd and 11 now. Rivers. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Stephon Tuitt, the former Notre Dame man. His 2nd sack of the night. So it's 3rd and long for the Chargers and Rivers after the sack.
Easy, easy.
from the gun. Rivers. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth. On fourth down, Rivers completes it to Benjamin. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. The fourth down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop.
The ball carried by the wide receiver. Minka Fitzpatrick on the tackle.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll run with White. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
No gain on the play. Second and 10.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. Now they'll throw it with Roethlisberger. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. The screen does get him 9, but it also brings up a 4th down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll run for it. This is White. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
First down, Steelers.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. They go right back to White here on first down. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
On second down, it's Snell. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
Kill.
first down. White. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot. But they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
Back now at Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. It's Steeler football, and they have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4.
2:30. Get that ball. Get that ball.
Now it's Roethlisberger. He'll dump this one off to Connor. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on second down. Now a carry for White. 3 yards on the pickup there, and they've got it back to 3rd and 10.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Charles, all things considered, I guess that's not a critical miss at this stage, is it?
No, but still everything helps when you're trying to finish off a ball game. And you're right, not critical in terms of the scoreboard and the team. But the guy with the golden foot, he knows he's only as good as his last kick.
Rivers now to throw on 1st down. That one caught by Gibson. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at a 45. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first. Phillip Rivers, no stranger to fourth-quarter comebacks. He's led the Chargers back to victory 26 times coming into this year. But work to do here if he wants to add another notch to the belt. He's going to look for it into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Minka Fitzpatrick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The intended receiver there, Allen.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. The Steelers on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Now Roethlisberger to throw. And that's going to be intercepted. It's the all-pro safety, Derwin James. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Johnson was the intended receiver. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Hunter Henry. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
To throw again, Rivers. That's complete to Austin Eckler, the running back. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and they're going to face a 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Throwing Rivers. And he's got a man open. That's Allen. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. Through an opening, and there he goes. And he takes it back to the house. A fumble recovery for a Steelers score. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
Boswell good with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Let's go!
The Charger drive about to get going. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Rivers hands off to Eckler. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. That burst good for 20 and a first down. What a great surprise Austin Eckler has turned out to be. That's the kid that was undrafted out of Western State, signed with the Chargers in 2017, and then last season, 554 yards at 5.2 yards per carry, and then he was also effective catching the football. 39 receptions, over 400 yards there. A great compliment to Melvin Gordon. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Rivers. He's going to let it fly. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Throwing, Rivers, and that is incomplete. Artie Burns, former first-rounder, there to break that one up. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Dancing to his left. And this is caught, but they say out of bounds. It would have been a first down, but he couldn't stay in, and as a result, they're going to have to give up the football. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
They'll start the drive with a give to White. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive game. Just keep that clock ticking.
Opting to run again here with White. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. We'll step aside and come back to Carson after this. Here's Roethlisberger. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Here's Jordan Berry now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the fourth quarter. And it's taken in at the 9. Oh, able to avoid him. A great return there of 22 yards. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. He's got it to Williams. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. On 1st and 10, Rivers. This is caught by Williams. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Chargers going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard
line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Hey, you don't want to see me. You don't want to.
From the gun, Rivers. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Okay, partner, hyperbole alert, all right? I think that this has got to be the best game I've seen this secondary play this entire season. Doesn't matter whether they've been in man, zone, they've reacted, communicated, and really made plays on the football.
They absolutely have. And the play on that last deep ball, maybe the best example of it, they've been solid all game long. Rivers incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10.
Single. Hey, Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
To throw again. Rivers. He's going to let it fly. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended target, but now it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Mike's 50. Mike's 50.
Rivers again. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Intended for Keenan Allen. Incomplete. Joe Hayden on coverage.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Now Rivers on 4th down. Benjamin's got it. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game.
Let's go, baby.
1st and 10 at the 15.
Hey, 79. 79. Check Mike 50. Mike is a 50. Check Mike 50. Double dog. Double dog. Hey, orbit. Mike 50. Mike 50. Behind.
One last shot now for Rivers. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Steelers,
Yeah. One up and it's magic. One up and up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back.